suffered a lot in 2 months of diet with no eating any bread. So I put it as an accomplishment in my introduction. It was very tough actually. So let me start with asking you guys a question. Do you know which country is it that its language is referred to as how you speak German with a potato in your mouth? This is a Northern European country.
With the potato because
Close.
of the pronunciation.
Yeah, it's a very soft pronunciation. You don't really hear half of the words.
Switzerland.
It's Denmark actually. It's very difficult to hear the language when they speak. Like half of the word is very, lost in pronunciation. In 2005, I got a job offer to work in a Danish shipping company in Copenhagen. The company was called Clipper Group. I was freshly out of university and I always wanted to work in shipping. So I was very excited to take this job offer. Because Denmark is really a big hub in shipping. Let me give you a statistic about it. There are only 6 million people, but at that time they were controlling 10% of the world shipping market. So for me to work there was extremely exciting. Although I didn't know anyone there. So social life was very risky because I was going to move to a different country I had no idea about. And at that time actually, because I'm adventurous, I took this opportunity. But I remember I had an old school friend called Zia who came up to me and said like, this is a terrible decision. You are moving to Copenhagen. I guess we just had our perspectives different in life. So I moved there. Tonight, I would like to talk to you about 3 interesting facts about Denmark that I noticed while I was there. To start with, Danish people are actually very positive and happy people. What I mean is like how I felt like when I was there. They are, you know, a very happy society because everyone is very well educated. Healthcare is free. It's a great society and very positive. The girls are actually very beautiful there. But us Turkish guys, we have no chance because the guys are also very handsome. So because they are so beautiful and very positive people, to be honest, I felt like I was living in a cartoon there. You know, the daily life was just so happy. And they are all exercising. Most people cycle to work there. I also did that. And I even managed to get my bicycles stolen twice. So I was really part of the society. This was like one of the first interesting things that I want to talk to you about Denmark. Secondly, they are culturally very different than us, than our society. What I mean, they are a very independent and liberal society, Danish culture. So, talking about independent, like in Turkey, we are not very reserved people. We can be friends very quickly, you know, Mediterranean style. But in Denmark, it takes actually a long time to be friends with people. So some Turkish people really hate it, but I was open to this kind of culture, so I took my time to develop friendships with people. They are very liberal, which means they are very relaxed in their values, the society's values. Most people don't get married there. They cohabit. In Turkey, we are not open to this idea that much. You know, marriage is very important here. There are no restrictions on religion. They are free to think or believe what they believe, or they can say, I don't believe, or they can even swear to religion. In fact, when I was there, they had the prophet problem with the cartoon. One Danish journalist drew our Prophet's cartoon, and the Muslim world got so angry. There were demonstrations, and one day in the office, my boss, Frank Mortensen means son of Morten, by the way. In Denmark, it's very common to have surnames with son of. It's like 70% of the society, so it's either son of Morten or Olsen. The surnames are very traditional. So Frank came up to me and said, Turhan, I don't really understand. Why are you so angry with us? This is our culture. We can draw anyone's picture. I told him this is a very big misunderstanding. These people have not seen their prophet's picture in their life. So they are thinking that you want to offend them. You want to hurt them, so that's why they are burning the Danish flag. When I was giving this explanation, all of a sudden, we had a very open office. I had like 30 people gathered around. Everyone was like so interested with my explanation, and cultures can be so different in that respect. Thirdly, is the climate. What I mean by the climate is, in Turkey, we are very much used to the sun. When I moved to Copenhagen, sunshine is very limited there. And I actually struggled a lot due to this, because having not enough sunshine is very difficult for you, both mentally and physically. So what you have to do is, you have to take multivitamins and fish oil to survive this. Secondly, Copenhagen is very cold, but it's not cold like minus 20 levels. It's because of the wind. It's very chilling factor, it's very windy, that's why it's great for sailing. So you get very cold there, and it's there that I discovered scarf or gloves or hats. It's not actually worn for fashion, you actually need it for a necessity, otherwise you get cold. And I also learned Danish there to be more part of the society, and it really worked. In conclusion, what I want to say is, I think any country can be your home country if you can enjoy yourself, both work and social-wise. Thank you.